Disclaimer, this video has the worst title of all time, but I genuinely don't know what else to call it. Creepypasta. You already know what those are. I feel like I've talked about creepypasta or creepypasta adjacent stuff a decent bit on this channel. Hell, I even made one a couple years ago, but that was a bit of a goof, so I don't know if that counts. You know the stereotypical creepypasta, ones where there's like a lost episode of a show or series where beloved characters die? That alongside the evil haunted copy of a game are probably the most well-known archetypes for these stories. And I mean, it's fine. Like it's all in good fun. I mean, it's not like that can actually happen. Right? This is something that I never really thought about covering, mainly because I didn't really think there was anything to cover. But upon closer inspection, I realized there was a lot here that was missing. Literally. Lost media. Ooh, spooky. There's always been something unnerving about lost media. Like, something that people sat down and created just gets lost to time. A lot of people think lost media is creepy. Honestly, most of the time, I just think it's kind of sad. Like, I really value preservation of media. I think it's super important. So to see stuff just up and vanish, yeah, it kind of sucks. I can't say I've ever personally experienced lost media, like something I watched as a kid just disappeared off the face of the earth. Oh, why must I lie? Yeah, that's what this video is about. Something I saw as a kid that has creepypasta and lost media unite to create a video title that's absolutely disgusting. So what is this evil piece of lost media that I'm talking about? Well, think about the stupidest possible thing it could be. And come to the realization that it's even worse. Remember the Nintendo channel? For those who don't know, back in the old Wii days, Nintendo had a channel called Take a Guess. This was before they had a big presence online with sites like YouTube, so think of this as a precursor to that, with a little bit of archival spice thrown in. Like, they had tons of details on games on the Wii, DS, Virtual Console, etc. Honestly, this and Brawl were my earliest exposures to Nintendo's back catalog. Here I learned of a world outside the Wii. No, there's just no way. You could also download demos to your DS, which blows my mind because I used this thing like every day back in the day, and I had no idea you could do this. On the video side of things, they would upload trailers, commercials, and even original series. I mean, look at this. This is awesome. These were like the Game Grumps of yesteryear, and we were better off for it.
I'm gonna barrel all over the place.
But as much as I'd like to talk about Ultimate Wii Challenge, maybe another time. That's not where our main story lies. No. To tell this, we must venture into the lands of Gary.
Inside Bowser, literally.
Nintendo Week was an old series exclusive to the Nintendo channel. It was kind of the precursor to Nintendo Directs, but not those Directs. Those Directs, oh yeah.
It's the Thriller song that you know and love. Featuring
in between spotlights on upcoming or recently released games were sketches, interviews, special guests like Miyamoto and Olivia Munn.
Whoa. That's so cool.
It was hosted by Gary and Allison, and we follow them on some wacky gaming antics. If you're familiar with Nintendo's general spunk during the Wii U era, then yeah, this is real. I think I said it, this is just the precursor to that.
Bill.
Hello?
Get your body ready.
You tell me these two went to gaming college together, I don't even flinch. The best part of this show, gotta be a dark Gary. He shows up and just, creates a ruckus.
I'm lonely. Good thing I have you, Nintendo DSi.
I never minded him though, he was low-key informative. Actually no, the real best part of the show was that Allison left and her replacement was just Dark Gary. So now the show is just two of the same person. That's awesome. This show wouldn't even make it to the Wii U, which is a shame. I wanted to hear Dark Gary's take on Game & Wario. Here's the thing, we're not here to talk about the deep Nintendo Week lore. Putting it on the pile, don't worry.
Am I disappearing because I'm an alien too? Is this Zorblord transporting me wherever Gary and Allison went? Or am I just an aspect of Gary? And since he's not here anymore, I no longer exist.
Let me tell you a story. And it all goes back to, I don't know, probably like in 2009. I used to watch this show all the time, every week if you will. And one day, they talked about this strange game exclusive to WiiWare. In it, you played as a scared boy stuck inside a high school, like me, from 2016. Everything was pitch black, and you had to find a way to light the path to find the exit. There were occasional enemies that would try to kill you, and you'd get phone calls that I remember in the episode they showed how they would come through the Wii Remote speaker, and that blew my mind. So already this is pretty weird. Nintendo Week never really covered horror games or anything spooky. I remember this though, and at the end of the segment, which was also the end of the episode, they said something like, "Oh boy, glad this is just a game." Then the lights went out and the phone starts ringing as one of the hosts, I can't remember who, starts calling out the other's name. And then it ended. This really creeped me out as a kid. Like I remember being really uncomfortable afterwards. Like I kind of just stared at the floor for a while. Years passed and I didn't really think much about this. Maybe it occasionally popped back in my head, but not for long. Over that time, the Nintendo channel and all the Wii channels were taken down. Wii Online was dead. Luckily, most of the exclusive content was uploaded onto YouTube. This takes us to a couple weeks ago, when I remembered that episode and thought, huh, I wonder what game that was. So I looked through the episodes of Nintendo Week archived online, and I couldn't find it. So I went to the wiki, which yes, there's a Nintendo Week wiki, and on that wiki I didn't see any spooky games listed. Okay, that's weird. I was mainly doing this because I wanted to find the game, so I did some more research. Like I found a list of games where you use the Wiimote like a phone, and eventually I found this game called Lit. And yeah, this is it. It was actually made by Way Forward, which is pretty cool. Honestly, the game looks pretty dang neat. The art style's nice. It seems pretty unnerving, actually. So, alright, that's that mystery solved then. Except, wait, what about that episode of Nintendo Week? I started looking through the episodes and wikis again, and at no point is Lit ever mentioned. Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. The only thing I found was one of the wikis said that the episode on December 12th had it. But I looked through it and, no, it didn't. Also, this was the only one where the games listed were all in lowercase. What the hell is going on? So at this point I'm thinking, okay, did I make this up? Like, am I fusing multiple things together? Or maybe I just dreamed this up. That was until I found this Reddit post where somebody was describing exactly what I was looking for. I knew it. I am not crazy. Nobody really knew what they were talking about. I tried messaging the original poster and they never wrote back. Eventually, I had an idea. Nintendo Wi-Fi and the Nintendo channel may be down, but there are custom services to bring them back up. Maybe it's still in there, stuck inside. So I hacked my Wii, installed Reconnect, and re-downloaded the Nintendo channel. This was honestly pretty surreal. Like, I haven't been on this channel in like over a decade. The problem, this wasn't the Nintendo channel. Like, that stupid-ass baby video is here. Something's wrong. This was just Nintendo's YouTube channel being redirected. However, there were episodes of Nintendo Week here. So I looked through all of them, and none of them had what I was looking for. So yeah, the trail has run cold. If it ever existed, it's gone. Just relegated to my memories of me and someone on Reddit. So what happened? Well, if I were to guess, they uploaded that episode and maybe got some letter from parents saying it was too scary. So they took it down and decided not to cover scary games anymore. Thus, when the service went down and people started archiving, well, there was no episode to archive. The whole thing is bizarre. Like a lost episode that's weird and creepy, where the characters likely die at the end. Huh, where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, this is literally a creepypasta in real life. It happened. The haunted lost episode. I feel like I'm going crazy. I've never really had anything I saw as a kid go missing, so I'm not really sure what to do to find it. Like, I really did everything I could, so I guess you gotta help us. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you have it on a hard drive in a basement. I don't know. It ain't a big deal, but I kind of just want to find it. I want to see how well I'm remembering it. Is this as scary as I remember, or is it stupid? I mean, that's the end of it, really. Maybe if I or someone else finds it, I'll make a follow-up video. But until then, I don't know. Happy Halloween.